Alright. So I went to Shipshape Aquarium to see the killer whale. As I was watching the killer whale from the visitor's corridor, it suddenly went crazy. Saw the killer whale bite the victim to death with its deadly teeth. I'm not buying it.
Objection!
Objection, Your Honor. It would seem you're mistaken, Mr. Plume. The autopsy report does indeed say death thought to be a result of an orca attack. However, the actual cause of death is contusion from head trauma, not being bitten. One moment, please, everyone. Alright. I don't believe that can be true. Security footage does not show anything of the kind.
Objection!
Well, what do you expect? What do you want to play nice and share? Yes, I know that. We reviewed all the evidence. Taka, the evidence I give you for safekeeping. Let's see what we have here. What the hell? Orca is biting the victim. It is damning evidence. This photograph was taken while the body was being examined. Seems to be a strange bruise on the victim's right wrist. The crime lab examined the bruise and calculated its relevance to the case at hand. What's important now is the evidence that points to the orca as the killer. Look at the left side of the body. See the orca's tooth marks in the victim's clothing? There's also blood on his clothing as well. Objection, Your Honor. However, in the autopsy report, the cause of death is contusion from head trauma.
Objection!
Granted, the orca biting the victim was not the cause of death. The witness was mistaken about that. What explanation is there for the witness, what the victim saw? The witness. I don't buy it. After killing the victim, the defendant swam around with his dead body in her mouth. I don't buy it. Yeah. Very true there, Your Honor. We must still figure out how the defendant killed the victim. Prosecutor Blackwell, do you have a sound theory to give to this court? Orca is black and white. Her body, I mean. Athena, please try not to provoke Prosecutor Blackwell. This witness also observed the actual moment of the murder. Think back to what you observed before the Orca bit the victim. Now explain it in a way that even these simpletons can understand. I saw the killer whale before it toyed it with the body as well. What? Headbutting him. Orla killed the victim by headbutting him? I don't buy it. Yes, I know that, Prosecutor Blackwell. Recall the autopsy report stated that there were bruises all over his body. Yes, I know that. Recall as well how persistent the defendant can be when she's attacking her prey. I gotta see something. One sec, everyone. Let's see what we got here. You can't see the owner of the aquarium in that first picture. I'm not buying it. That footage backs up Mr. Poom's testimony. But there's also something very important it does not show.
Objection!
No, I do not. Objection, Your Honor. I'm sorry, but I cannot allow your testimony to stand unchallenged. Look at this footage. The Orca certainly seems to be headbutting something. But you'll know that this something is not the victim. Even if it was the victim, you couldn't have seen him from where you were, could you? Mr. Plume, did you actually witness the victim getting headbutted by the defendant? So you're admitting that you couldn't see the victim? However, immediately after the headbutting, the victim came floating up. He came up from behind the skull-shaped rock, and his body was all limp. What else could I think except the killer whale was headbutting the victim?
Objection!
Objection, Your Honor. But if you didn't actually see the moment of the attack itself, then it's pure conjecture.
Objection!
One year prior. I'm sorry, but could someone explain exactly what happened 1 year prior? A very similar incident occurred 1 year ago, only last year, in which the defendant murdered her trainer. What? Is that really true? Killer whale. Norma de Plume. Last year, the defendant killed her trainer in the middle of a show. The Orca headbutted it and bit the victim. Same thing she's accused of in this case. Now everyone in the room has a bad impression on Orla. I don't want to think she did it. It's hard to keep on believing in somebody that can't even tell me her side. Sasha. What am I doing down on my client like this? It's time to be strong. We won't give up on Orla. We'll defend her to the very end. Who else but us can save her? We can't give up on her now. No, I was not. It's true that Orla can't speak, and I don't know her thoughts. There's a certain someone who believes in Orla with all her heart. I respect the truth she has in Orla, and I'm willing to believe in Orla as well. Yes, I know what an Orca is. I've seen orcas before. Can't bear to hear more of such a rubbish as No matter what you say, we'll continue to believe. I don't give up that easily, you know. No, I do not. I do not give up. Especially if that animal is going to be put down. Fine. What will you have this witness testify about, Prosecutor Blackwell? What she heard. Very well, Mr. Bloom. Please tell the court what you saw and what you heard. The killer whale's behavior was exactly the same as a year prior. As I approached the pool, the killer whale suddenly started singing. It's calm when I saw it start to headbutt. When the pirate hat and victim came floating up, I let out a scream. I'm not buying it. So the Orca displayed the same behavior as during an incident a year ago. I don't see an obvious inconsistency in this testimony. This court won't be able to take apart our statements with evidence alone. Indeed, there, Athena. You notice a contradiction between the testimony and our emotions? Ah, yes, the moon matrix. Let's begin. Now, I will explain how this moon matrix works. What Athena does when she starts the moon matrix, what she'll actually do is she'll actually check to see what type of emotions the witness is actually revealing. Basically, what you have to do is you have to try to figure out which emotion does not fit. And in fact, I'm going to show you how this works. I'm pretty sure I've done it in all the other cases, but just in case. Alright, let's see what we have here. The killer whale's behavior was exactly the same as a year ago. As I approached the pool, see that yellow circle? That is one of the emotions. We have sadness, surprise, anger, and happiness. Sadness, of course, is the blue one. Surprise is the yellow one. Anger is the red one, and happiness is the green one. The killer whale suddenly started singing. I was calm when I saw it. I started to headbutt. When the pirate-hatted victim came floating up, it let out a scream. Now, it's calm when I saw it started to headbutt. Now, watch what I do.
Got it!
Mr. Plume, Orla really frightened you with her headbutting, didn't she? Sure about that? Sounds like maybe you saw something we haven't discussed yet. Take your time to sort of remember what it was. What did you see? It's practically turning into a counseling session. Good. Now, if you could please tell the court what you saw. I'm not buying it. The victim was bleeding, I'll admit that, but... buying it. Clot of blood. So terror was a reaction to blood, was it? That would certainly explain what happened yesterday. barely injured during an interview once. Ever since then, I've been terrified of blood. Every side of it dreadfully upsets my delicate sensibilities. This is a bad turn. And Mr. Plume saw blood. Does that mean that Orla really did attack the victim? Even if the Orca did attack the victim, I doubt she would actually kill him. Who said I was done there, Prosecutor Blackwell? We're not done yet. Still some discord left in Mr. Plume's heart. There's more. Something even more damaging. Well, whatever the case, whatever it is, we have to face it head on. Athena, you believe in Orla, right? If so, there's no reason for us to shy away from the truth. I know we can handle the truth, whatever it is, so let's delve a little deeper. I'm not buying it.
Got it!
Got it. Her fear appears to lessen here at the statement. Mr. Plume, were you afraid when you saw the victim with blood coming out of him? Shaken after witnessing a murder, yes, but then the blood seemed to disappear. Disappear? And why do you suppose that was? Pirate hat. I don't buy it.
Objection!
Objection, Your Honor. How exactly does that work? Wait a minute. From whom was this blood that Mr. Plume saw actually coming from? Wait a sec. It wasn't the victim.
Take
It
that!
was Orla. Consider this. Maybe the one who was bleeding was the victim. ridiculous nonsense? I think not. Oh, I wouldn't say there was no one else. It is an Orca pool after all. I'm not sure, but if simply wearing the pirate hat made the blood disappear, then the blood must have come from somewhere on Orla's head. Think about it again, Mr. Plume. Think back to what you really saw. I thought so. It was the whale that was bleeding. There you go. It was a huge help, Athena. It was also pretty dicey for a while, though. Exactly, Your Honor. And since there was no blood coming from the victim, there's only one thing we can conclude. That was Mr. Plume. Witness was not the moment of the murder, as she claims.
Objection!
I grant that what the witness saw was not the victim's blood, but it proves nothing. Oh, I think it proves something. That's not always true there, Blackwell. Getting rammed by something can actually cause bleeding. I would know that myself. Death from internal hemorrhaging is also a possibility. Yes, I know that. He has a point there. Gladly, Prosecutor Blackwell, I demand evidence that proves the witness did not see the moment of the murder. If I'm correct, the victim's death occurred after the Plume saw it. Simple. It was before Mr. Plume saw it. The victim was already dead when Orla started her headbutting. And that would mean he died sometime before Mr. Plume was watching her. The events Mr. Plume's witness took place around 10:10 a.m. I must have something that can tell us about what happened before 10:10 a.m. Calendar. Wait a a sec. The security footage. Let's take a look here. Right there. The footage starts at the aquarium, 10 a.m. opening time. Right there. The timestamp.
Take that!
We've only seen the footage from 10:09 to 10:10 a.m. Which means there's still footage going further back that we need to check. Your Honor, I request that all of the security footage be played for the court. Yes. Mr. Plume witnessed a cloud of blood at around 10:10 a.m. But I believe the victim was already dead by that time. Yes. My assertion is that the murder took place before Mr. Plume arrived. The security camera footage starts at 10 a.m. when the aquarium opened. And I believe that the vital evidence in the 10 minutes before. I believe there is vital evidence in 10 minutes before. Oh, I was born a gambling man. Yes, I am, Prosecutor Blackwell. I am willing to risk everything.
Hold it!
Hold it. Can't back down now. Prosecutor Blackwell, the security footage now. Detective Fulbright, please play the security footage now. It appears Mr. Plume hasn't arrived yet at this point. Now to see if I can find something from before this point in time. Is that it? All the footage there is, huh? Yes, I did, Prosecutor Blackwell. There is something important. We can see nothing of importance in that footage. Wait a sec. Didn't show a thing, that's why I didn't submitted as evidence.
Objection!
Objection, Your Honor! No, it's just the opposite. In the 10 minutes of footage, shouldn't something important... In this 10 minutes of footage, something important that should be there is not there. Detective Fulbright, this footage should have been submitted as evidence. Gladly, Your Honor. I shall explain myself. The victim's body. That's what it is.
Take that!
Right there. The important thing we should see in the footage is the victim himself. I don't know about you, but I did not see him getting in the pool in that footage. And the victim is not shown entering the pool in this footage. If it's not, and that means they must have been there by that skull rock during those 10 minutes. But no human being could hold their breath underwater for that long. Yes, I am, Detective. When the security camera started up at 10 a.m., the victim was already dead. That I don't know, Your Honor. But we know now it had to have been sometime before 10 a.m. Therefore, this footage can no longer be called decisive evidence against my client. Sure about that, Prosecutor Blackwell? Not necessarily. The defense believes that the true culprit may have been human. And we have evidence to back up our theory as well. Gladly, Prosecutor Blackwell. The defense's trump card. That thing we found during our investigation yesterday. I wouldn't go so far as to call it decisive. However, now it's the time to play it. Gladly, Your Honor. The blood-stained coin.
Take that!
Yes, a fake coin used in the aquarium's pirate show. We found it beside the pool. It's quite possibly the real murder weapon. Or at least one of them. No, it is not, Your Honor. It's not another one of my bluffs. This is no bluff, and this isn't the only coin. There are 300 of these coins in all, weighing a total of about 7 pounds. This happened to be this one just happened to have blood on it. Not yet. But there were coins scattered all around the body, and the victim had a head wound. Taking these things into account, I believe it has the victim's blood. It has to be the victim's blood. So to put it together, We have about 7.7 pounds of coins by the side of the pool. One of them has a blood stain on it. I think the answer is pretty clear here. Your Honor, the defense proposes that the victim was killed beside the pool. Exactly, Your Honor. Oh, that's an easy explanation there, Mr. Plume. It'd be pretty easy if it was in a bag or something of that nature. Unfortunately, Your Honor, we recovered nothing of the sort from the scene. It's possible the culprit took it with them. The true culprit used the coins as a blunt instrument to commit murder. They then threw the body into the pool before the security cameras started up. Then they left, taking the bag the coins were in with them. They got rid of the evidence that points to a human culprit to pin the blame on Orla. Possibility of a perpetrator other than the defendant has now been suggested. But if we hold this possibility to be true, then what did Mr. Plume witness? True, Athena. Even with somebody else as the culprit, all his behavior seems pretty bizarre. Wonder why she did the same thing a year prior. But is it really that bizarre? To explain the inexplicable, all we have to do is turn our thinking around. Time to give the old thinking my turnaround method a try. Instead of trying to figure out why Orla did the same thing she did a year prior, I should consider the results that were produced by her behavior this time around. Orla sang a song, but did some headbutts and bit the victim. If the real culprit wanted to shift the suspicion onto Orla, and they would have needed to give people reason to think Orla did it in the first place. I believe we should think of it in this way, Your Honor. What kind of effect did Orla's actions have on the case? Gladly, Your Honor. How did the defendant's actions affect the case? That's an easy one. They created a witness. Mr. Plume focused her attention on the Orca pool before she heard the song. The Orca's act of singing a song created a witness. Is it possible that fabricating a witness was the real culprit's true intention? After all, Mr. Plume witnessed two things. One, she saw Orla headbutt something over and over, and she saw the Orca bite the victim. Those two actions of Orla might have been the real culprit's plot to make the witness think the Orca was attacking the victim. Exactly. The defendant was being manipulated by the true perpetrator. That would explain Orla's actions perfectly. Of course. Any animal can be manipulated. Case in point, one of the birds from the original Wright trilogy. Exactly. The whistle.
Take that!
There you go. Yes, it is, Your Honor. Trainers at the aquarium use whistles to issue commands to Orla. But in truth, anyone can do it, provided they know the right signals. True culprit hid the body in this spot that couldn't be seen from the visitor's corridor. Then, when Mr. Plume arrived, they gave Orla the commands. In other words, Orla was manipulated by the culprit to perform a series of tricks. And as for you, Mr. Plume, you were manipulated by the true culprit to play the part of the witness. There was one wardrobe malfunction I did not want to see. It would appear we need to shift our suspicion towards someone other than Orla. Prosecutor Blackwell, please have the bloodstained coin analyzed. I guess even Prosecutor Blackwell can't refute the possibility of a human suspect. Now, if only we could find the bag the coins were in. Exactly, Your Honor. If the blood on the coin proves to be that of the victim, we can unequivocally overturn Orla's accusation.
Objection!
Yes. Overturn the defendant's accusation. I think not. Oh, we'll see about that. That coin from before and some sort of bag. I don't think I'm gonna like this. How the hell did you get that? And does the blood belong to the victim? I thought so. I knew it. So the blood on the coin did belong to the victim. The bag was open, the coins had all spilled out. The bag alone wasn't enough to say it was used as a murder weapon. However, thanks to the defense and their coin, I am more than satisfied that it was. The shark could see that the victim was put into the pool after his death. However, even with the coin bag, doesn't change the fact that sure about that, Prosecutor Blackwell? The Orca did not kill the victim. Plain and simple. How can you still suspect Orla? I don't buy it. Mon Rhymes is a witness? Mr. Arms says it seemed like a willing witness. Oh no, Prosecutor Blackwell is going to have him testify about. Please proceed with your testimony witness. The man manipulating Orca. At about 10 a.m., I was in the staff room. I heard a loud noise from the pool room, so I went to the door to look in. I couldn't see the captain or the Orca. I saw a bunch of coins scattered around. The Orca knows that there's a certain spot people stand to play volleyball with her. I think maybe she knocked down the stuff that was piled up there and hit the captain. So that gives us a little bit more info about the area around the Orca pool. Let's see. Orca pool diagram also has information about the area around the Orca pool on the first and second floor. Pool is about 65 feet deep. The defendant made the sill fall down. Overturned crates and assorted props were scattered all over the pool room floor. I don't buy it, Prosecutor Blackwell. So moving on, one go would challenge even the brawny prisoner in the cell next to mine. 400 pounds of items fall once. I don't buy it.
Objection!
Objection, Your Honor. The witness only said he heard a loud noise. That doesn't automatically make it the sound of Orla making the items fall. Also, why did you only look in on the pool room anyway, Mr. Rhymes? That Orca sometimes made a loud noise to summon her trainer. But still a newbie, so I didn't have a security card to get into the pool room yet. So even if she tries to summon somebody, there isn't much I can do about it. So the witness couldn't enter the crime scene.
Objection!
Objection, Your Honor. If Mr. Rhymes couldn't enter the room, that's at least one thing he could not be sure about. His statement that the Orca was playing volleyball is purely speculation.
Silence!
Well, the Orca was playing volleyball or not is not the issue. I think it is. Traces of the victim's saliva, the Orca's saliva, were found on the cloth that was underneath all the crates. The important point is that the Orca is the only one that could have moved all the items. I don't buy it. I don't figure this out. It means that Orla was the culprit, even if the victim died beside the pool. I don't buy it. And we'll wind up done for now. Probably gonna get back to this a little bit later. If not, then I'll probably wait till tomorrow. Well, everyone, this has been a Sale of the Terror Death 99, aka the Black Cobra. And I will catch you all next time. Until next time, sayonara.